Trueform here, back in the dark dimensions, back in this piece shit world, back in another video. I have a reaction video to upload of me talking about the issues in Brett Cooper's video. Again, just another a video attacking men and her pretending to be on the side of men. And I've already shown you folks that women are not interested in protecting men. They're interested in taking advantage of men more than anything. That leads me to this video. Let me clear my throat, sorry. And why love is a scam. Love is most certainly a fucking scam. You see, when men talk about love and women talk about love, they're two different. Love is interpreted in different ways, especially by men and women. When women talk about love, it seems to be this nice bubbly thing where it's passionate, profound, intimate connections, etc., etc. That's something that men want indefinitely. We already know that females are so picky, females are so indecisive. They change like the weather, they change like the waning moon. They are never content. They can never truly decide on what they want. They always have to, flick through and have one foot in and one foot out mentality. Like women just can never be content with anything. Whenever they see something new or shiny, or they see something that they think that they want, it's more so it's more so like a desire. It's like they don't think about what they need, they think about what they want more often than not. That's why they make choices, poor choices based off just how they feel instead of, using critical thinking. Now that leads me to talk about why love is a scam. You see, love isn't love for men. It's everything that, this gynocentric society has drummed and beaten to men's head, especially since since childhood, since we were children. They subjected men to Disney pills. They subjected men to Disney shows. iCarly, Raven, That's So Raven, Scissor Sister, is it Sister Sister? That was it. All these classic shows. And every show, when you look at these shows, even in like just fictional shows, they always have this gynocentric formula where it's a guy that falls in love with a woman, the guy's awkward, or he needs to work on his game, work on his confidence, all that silly nonsense. Has to do a bunch of fucking ball juggling nonsense until he finally gets the right moment and the right time to talk to the girl he has fallen in love with. And then when they're about to kiss or whatever, they're met with another interruption or a hindrance, and then the superhero has to slip through the scene and put his costume on and go fight the bad guys. All these things they've drummed in men's head, and men can't seem to understand that is fiction. And love to women in reality, not fiction. I'm talking about what we're in now. It's nothing more than a come up. It is a sales pitch. It is a scam. It is an easy way to make money, to get resources from men, whether it's food, water, favors. And when I say favors, even if women can easily back out from favors. They just get what they want and don't hold up their end of the bargain. Dinner dates, being taken out to nice places, being driven around in the man's car, and she's not paying any petrol or gas money for the States. My niggas in the States. And it's used to breadcrumb men into opening their wallets, to brainwash men into being tricked. Men need to wake up and realize that when you see happy couples, they're actually not happy. There is so much dark secrets that you see these relationships on the streets. that they don't tell you behind closed doors. This is why I tell men, you should not fall for the pitch. Don't fall for the scam. It's all bait. When you see couples together laughing and smiling, that's all a facade. It's all fake. Don't be jealous of those people. It's not worth being jealous, because you're not missing out. I promise you, you're not missing out. Because that man because I've seen married couples flex. I've seen normal relationships. A lot of these men seem to get very arrogant because they've signed their dignity and their testicles and their balls and their dicks to a psychopathic, controlling control freak of a fucking harpy. Because a lot of these women, bro, a lot, if not all of them, they're all fucking demons, bro. They're all fucking demons. That's why when I see married couples, why the fuck would I be jealous of a married couple? You know who has so much to lose? It's the man that has a lot to lose. Investing in women it's a bad choice. Women are a bad investment when it comes to relationships and marriage. Because we all know how it is with alimony and child support and all this shit. It's worse if you have children. That's why when I see these married couples, I just laugh. When I see normal couples in relationships, I just laugh to myself. I'm like, hee hee. I wonder how many fucking dicks she's sucking behind that stupid, gullible, gynocentric nigga's back. I don't get jealous at all. These men get so arrogant when they sign their soul away and become a gynocentric slave to a woman. Now they're being stressed. Now they have to do a bunch of psychopathic tests. That's what it is. You can't speak to women the same how you speak to a man. When you talk to a woman, it's almost like a game of guess who, it's literally like playing fucking hopscotch. And it's like a timing game. You have to press each button. Do like square X circle back, square X circle back. It's like a timing rhythm game. You know, you ever played fucking, was it Parappa the Rapper? That's what it's like talking to women. It's like a fucking quick event. If you don't say the right things, and I'm not saying in terms of like trying to date them or anything. I'm just having like a general conversation. If you say something that doesn't sound right or doesn't fit their agenda, or just it didn't hit different, that they will fucking, they get the ick, or they look at you differently. Whereas you don't get that with men. It's different. It's when you talk to men, it's a lot of the times it's more so it's a position of understanding. It's more logical. It's more rational based. Unless you're talking to bitch made niggas who are just fucking pussy gynocentric niggas who don't like to use their fucking emotion, don't like to use their fucking mind. They want to use their emotions more often than not. Then it's a different story. So that's why I find it irritating. Like, I can only stand being around women for a certain amount of time. Then I don't want to be around them. That's why I don't understand how any man would want to fucking live with a woman, sleep in the same bed with her all the fucking time. And then you could be in a conversation, something would come up. You may give your opinion, right? But this is the thing, right? You can't just you just can't throw out an opinion like normal. You have to really think before you speak when it comes to women. Because if you say something right and it don't sound right to her, she'll just, like I said, they are so petty. They will find anything to get mad about. They will create red flags and pretend that there's red flag. That's why it irritates me when women say, "Oh, there was a lot of red flags in the relationship." Yeah, red flags that you fucking created. There were never any red flags. You just manifested them. They're artificial problems you created just to give yourself an excuse to fucking get rid of the dude. Remember, man, you did nothing wrong. These women already have the pieces of the puzzle. They already have their inherent powers. They have the ability to make money, because obviously feminism, they're in their truest form. They can vote. They have the court system and everything else backing them, and a bunch of simps on the road. If she's ever in trouble, she can just scream and yell for help, and some random ass, dumbass simps who will happily throw their lives away when she would never give them the time of day after that happens, because we've seen it before, just like that dumb fucking black dude who tried to fight these two other black dudes who were beefing with this woman, and the simp got his ass whooped, and the woman ran away and didn't even fucking come back and see if he was okay. So she's gonna be doing that, getting some other simps to throw their lives away that she ain't gonna fuck. She ain't giving them no time of day. She doesn't care about. She just needs reinforcements. That's what it is when it comes to these situations. It's all about how resourceful you are to a woman. It's all about your usefulness. That's the reality of it now. I see it every time. Now that I know this, bro, you don't understand. A lot of these men around me, these gynocentric men at my workplace, and even in just general places, they are so clueless. They are so unaware and unsuspecting. That's why these bitches be doing what they do. That's why these men they get scammed. That's why they get pressured. They get pressured to take the bait to get married. And like I said, it's a tactic called breadcrumbing. Breadcrumbing, essentially, you you play your part. You give them a preview of what you want. So let's say you want a loving, caring girlfriend or woman or whatever you want. She will just masquerade and pretend. She'll hug you, she'll kiss you, she'll touch you, she'll tolerate it. All in the name of her objective, her scheme. And that's to cash in a money in the bank briefcase. That's why they'll do all this shit. Build up a case on you when she's ready to claim that alimony. And then I seen this red pill podcast. These bum ass niggas say, "Oh, get a prenup, nigga. A prenup ain't gonna save your life. Prenups will get tossed out of the fucking court like a piece of trash from off the fucking street. Prenups are fucking garbage. Prenups will not save you from the fucking from the consequences and the punishment and the wickedness from the fucking court system. What the fuck do you think you are, Captain America, with your prenup? Your shield's getting blasted. The system's gonna shit on you. It's gonna vaporize your shield and you and your finances. So you've got nothing. And you know what makes me sick is some of these women who will sit on their stupid TikToks and their Instagram and try and flex. Like I said, it's all gaslighting. They say, "Oh, how are you men gonna say we're gold diggers when you have no gold to dig?" Man, shut the fuck up, bitch. A man doesn't even need to have a million. Fucking doesn't even have to earn a million. He could have six figures. He could be making 100K. 100K is 100K. If you saw a come up, you take it, bitch. Don't get it twisted. Bitches will take every penny from you. They don't care if they see a pound on your chest of drawer, they take it. They see 20p on there, they take it. Women are petty. They will take any amount of money from you. Don't want to sit here try and flex. That's why I don't get it when men sitting here saying, "Oh, transactional sex is trash." It's literally the same rules when it comes to marriage and relationships. You gotta pay for that too. That's why I don't. It's no different. Oh, it doesn't feel right when I see an escort when she's doing the whole girlfriend experience. They're literally doing the same thing to you in the marriage and the relationship. They're giving you a girlfriend experience too. It's all fucking fake. It's the same goddamn thing. So what's the fucking difference? These men thinking that these bitches are in love with them. Hell no. You're square ass. You had no success for how many years, and all of a sudden now a woman wants to be with you, and you're sitting there thinking, oh yeah, she loves me. She loves me. When you went, what, 5, 10, sometimes some men, decades since I had a relationship. Some men haven't had a relationship even as I speak. And now all of a sudden you want to drop your guard. You want to think everything's sweet, everything's good in the hood. That's why you men get fucking manipulated. That's why you men get bleeded out and taken for every penny. Sick of this fucking arrogance. This shit pisses me off. When will you learn? Genuine women is fiction. It doesn't exist. How are you gonna have a woman who's genuinely in love with you when she has 100 fucking men in her fucking DMs who she can fucking pick at any time and replace your fucking square ass? Can somebody please make that make sense? Tell me if I'm fucking telling lies, please. She's talking to how many dudes behind your back, flirting with how many dudes behind your back, fucking how many dudes behind your back, but you're gonna sit here and tell me genuine love exists within women. Tell me if I'm telling fucking lies, please. You can't trust anyone even in this day and age, let alone women. You can't even trust yourself, nigga. So where are you getting this genuine shit from? I see all these relationships. I've watched the TikToks. They don't faze me one bit because I know the secrets. I know the evil toxic narratives in Dexter's laboratory. I know the shit that they be cooking up in there. They be sitting in their evil, wicked castles with their cauldrons, mixing up all types of spells, putting out all types of smoke and mirrors and illusions to trick you niggas. I see it every time. How many receipts do you need? Shoutouts to Batman Beyond. He says it straight up in his fucking live stream when he still used to post. How many times do you men need to see this? Over and over and over and over and over and over again. Men are getting fucking screwed over. But yet you niggas sit here like you're fucking Superman. Shit ain't gonna change, bro. It's people sitting here with their optimistic ass thinking, oh, shit's gonna change. It's not going to change. And even if it does change, it's not going to change for the better. It's going to change for the worse. Things are going to continue to spiral out of control. Nothing's going to improve. These females have doubled down on their narratives. These boomers, everyone else, they're not going to back down. They're locked and loaded. Their narrative is in full effect. They're not going to backpedal. It's full throttle with these women. They're not backing down. They don't want to lose their advantages. Just like Brett Cooper with her latest video. Oh, just ask women out, bro. I read the comment section. A load of fucking nonsense. Even these men were calling that shit out. And I saw some of these females talk in the comment section trying to gaslight, spin a narrative. These men actually sat there and fell for that stupid video. Oh, look, look, there's this woman. She says she's a virgin. She's in her 20 plus, and she's never had sex. Get the fuck out of my face. Nothing but lies. Women are, it's so easy for them to lie about their virginity and lie about their body count and that they've never been kissed. Get the fuck out of my face. You got fat bitches built like fucking mountains from Donkey Kong Country getting fucking 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s of men crawling in their DMs, approaching them, asking them on dates and kissing them. How the fuck you gonna tell me, you as a woman who's in your mid-20s, you had no fucking first kiss and you had none of that? What a joke. And even again, it's all it's all bait. It's all for attention. And then look what happened. She has a horde of men messaging her saying, "Oh, I'll be your first date. I'll be your first kiss." Let's let's break the ice, and then she calls them all fucking creeps. Go figure. And then I read the stupid comment section with some of these stupid ass women in the comment section saying, "Oh, don't worry, men. Even if you feel like a creep, just ask her out." Do you know how counterintuitive that? You see what I mean? How can you take this shit seriously from these women? Don't worry, bro. Just keep doing it. Just keep making it worse, bro. What's the worst that could happen? Do you see how that doesn't make sense? Even if it's creepy, just keep asking her out, bro. Yeah, I feel like getting a nice old cozy jail, getting a nice old jail sentence. Get my hard ass pillow, my hard ass bed already, and with some fucking crazy bunk bed dude who wants to lick my fucking gorilla booty pipe out. Oh yeah, 'cause I'm finna do that, right? What a fucking joke. These women sit here and scratch their stupid baboon heads, saying, "Oh, where have all the good men gone? They've they're depressed, demotivated, tired, annoyed, they are unappreciated, they're fed up, or they've gone to seek counsel, aka a shotgun, down in the mountains." That's where these men are gone. They've deleted themselves, demotivated, don't care, not interested, depressed. The list goes on. That's where all these good men have gone. What a fucking joke. What an absolute fucking joke. I'm so fucking desensitized, and I'm so glad I ripped that shit out of my fucking system. That's why when I see things like, "Oh, like I love you," and all this shit, I feel nothing for it. And I'm glad I don't feel anything for it, because those things will get me down on a crash course for one-itis. That's how you get one-itis. Because this is the thing, love is a toxic ass emotion. Love is a disease, in my opinion. You can't think straight when you're in love. You can't operate well when you're in love. It's the perfect drug to keep you wrapped in their clutches, so they can do whatever the fuck they want with you. Like I said, they have an agenda when they date these men. These men think, "Oh, well, look, they've been together for 5 years. What are you talking about, Trueform? Oh, trust me. You think you just because you think it's over because a couple years have passed? Revenge, spite, betrayal has no expiry date. They can act whenever the fuck they want. They can do it last minute. Already told you about these old couples that get divorced. Now they're eating out your retirement plan. They're eating out all that money, but you thought you were so untouchable. That's the arrogance. That's why back then when I used to have friends, when they all got relationships, they'd stop hanging out with me. They'd all flake on me and go hang out with their women, thinking that they're so untouchable, they're so amazing, they're great because they're slaves to a woman and the system. And then look what happens as soon as that bitch gets rid of him because he's outlived his usefulness. Now they want to come chill with me. Get the fuck out of my face. That's why I have no friends. They thought they were so hot shit without me, but now they want me because their slave master don't want them no more. What a fucking joke. Absolute fucking comedy joke. They're not that bro, they ain't just fucking clowns. They're the whole performance. That's why I love my life right now. I'm probably one of the most happiest black pillars in this fucking community, because I don't have to abide by any of these societal rules that hurt me and men. That's why I made my channel. I already gave you the blueprints, men. How to fucking find your fucking serenity, your inner peace. You can still enjoy life. I'm not telling you, men, that you can't have friends. I'm saying keep that shit to a minimum. I'm not saying you can't be social. Keep it to a minimum. People say, "Oh, hey, Trueform, how'd you like reduce your depression? How'd you like sort out your depression?" It's easy. St- reduce your reduce your time with people. People, it stems from people. Number one, that's the this is one of the this is one thing that no stupid fucking piece of shit videos when they talk about how to alleviate depression, because depression is something that can never go away, but you can shrink it down so it doesn't bother you as much, so it comes around, you know, like that one rare bill that comes around once in the blue moon, because you're gonna get some bad days, but it's not normal to have bad days and depressing days every fucking day. That's it. The main issue and the main symptoms and the main cause for depression is people, psychopaths. That's why I have little to no friends anymore. That's why I stay away. I noticed this, but I couldn't put my finger on it back then. Before I was black pilled, I couldn't. I used to think to myself, every time I would hang around people, because this is the counterintuitive shit. They say, "Oh well, there's an epidemic of loneliness. You see, people need to start hanging around people, bro." No, that's the misconception. Because you can hang around people and they can make you feel like absolute nothing. You can hang around people and they make you feel isolated. They make you feel like you don't exist. It's just as it's far worse than being on your own when you're around certain people. Social media has evolved in such a way where obviously it's not like it was back then. How you could just randomly go up to people and talk. Times have changed. You can't even talk to people on the street anymore because they think you're a threat now. And I don't necessarily blame them. Can't too many crazy niggas on the street nowadays. But back to what I was saying, that's the main culprit for egging on depression. People. I'm not saying everyone. I'm talking about a majority. A lot of these psychopaths being exposed around people for so long, and seeing their garbage and their attitudes towards me and others. That's why I noticed this. Every time I hung around with friend groups, I was always miserable. Never understood why. But I started realizing how I was being treated. I told you about my stories when I used to hang around with Jordan, when I used to go to parties, gatherings. After the party, I'd feel so miserable. I'd sit on the bus and I'd just think to myself, I wish I stayed home. That's what I'd do. I'd after the long ass hours, endless hours, you know, just maxing, dealing with nonsense around people. I'd sit on the bus and I'd literally sit there with my earphones and sitting there on the bus. I'm like, this is wow. Like I've never felt so much peace within this 20-minute bus journey in comparison to that whole 2 hours. I'd sit there and think to myself, I wish I stayed home. I wish I had my nice warm bed with my lonesome self. So there you go. Take a page out of my book. Another dark pill teaching. You want to try and reduce your depression? Stay away from people, or reduce your fucking intake of people and their nonsense. That's why I work in housekeeping. Housekeeping, you are 90% of the time, or 95 depending on how it works, you are on your own. No one's bothering you. The only interaction you'll get from a person is your manager, and it's like or it's like a fucking what? 30-second interaction. All the manager does is come up to you. She doesn't even talk to you, because obviously, depending on the manager, some managers will talk, but it's like a very brief conversation. She will just pick up your board, or my manager who I work with, Denise. She'll pick up my checklist, look at my rooms to see if how many I've done, and she'll just put it down and walk off and go check my rooms. That's the only interaction I get, and I fucking love it. Sometimes you'll talk to other housekeepers if they come past with a Hoover, but that's about it. Very short, brief bursts of interactions. That's enough for me. I'm happy with that. Sometimes you may have a little conversation with someone in the office if you're going to lunch break. It could be a 5-minute conversation, a 10-minute conversation, but it's fleeting. You don't even it's lighthearted, and it's not overly exposed. That's why I love that job. That's why I will never quit that job. I wish I did that job first, and being a lifeguard is a completely complete 180. Being a lifeguard sucks because you have to talk to everyone. It's the complete opposite. 90% of the time you're talking to people and dealing with their nonsense. That's why I don't understand. That's why I feel sorry for niggas in the workforce, bro. I feel sorry for people working retail, working in fucking Asda, Sainsbury's, Tesco's, for the people in the States working in Target and Walmart and Home Depot. I could never work in those fucking places. Absolutely not. I could never. And I'm so glad earphones exist. I always have my earphones with me. That's my little piece of heaven. I always have my earphones. I ignore so many people. I ignore so much garbage. I always obviously I have to um keep keep myself aware of my surroundings, but it's so good for ignoring people. So I'm invisible to a lot of people anyway, and I like it. But yeah, things are not going to get any better. I hope the decline continues. I hope more women complain. I hope more women cry and moan that men stop simping and men aren't taking them on dates anymore. I hope it continues, because fuck them, and fuck a lot of them, and fuck their evil intentions.